Good afternoon, 8th grade classes. Today, excitingly enough, you don't have any work to do. April Fools. I wouldn't be that nice to you. But this is what you're going to be doing today. You're going to get a packet. It is 2 pages. And you're going to be answering questions about plate tectonics, which we talked about yesterday in class. The pages you're going to use in your book is page 87. You'll notice the map at the bottom of the page. It is color-coded, and you will be color-coding this map just the same as it is. So you'll notice letter D, which is right here, which is exactly the same as the North American plate. The North American plate is brown or tannish, so you will be coloring it tannish as well. So you'll take your colored pencil and shade that whole plate inside the lines. When you're done shading that one, you'll continue on just like the rest of them. Also, at the bottom of the page, you'll notice there's the names of all the plates. We just colored the North American plate, D, so you'll take your pen or pencil and write D by North American plate at the bottom. Now, as you're going through those, you're going to notice there's one plate that is not in your book, but is on your paper. And that's the very last one, a Hashkip plate. Okay, you'll notice I did that one for you. It is letter O, which is right there. So that's the answer for that one. Okay, now when you're done labeling the letters with the right plate, you're going to go and make a key on your paper. You're going to write key boundaries, convergent, divergent, and transform. You'll notice in your book, convergent boundary, divergent boundary, and transform boundary. And on the different boundaries, the black lines, you're going to notice those triangle shapes that mean convergent boundaries. What you're going to do is take a red marker and you'll mark convergent boundary red, and anywhere in your book you have a convergent boundary, which if you look right here along the North American plate, you have a convergent boundary. So you'll go back to this and you'll use a red line as well as possible and trace it. Now, the other half of D is here, so the other half of that convergent boundary is over on that side. Okay, just so you have another example, you'll notice the whole Eurasia plate and the Indo-Australian plate, most of that area is also a convergent boundary. So you'll find that on your map, which is right in this area here, and you'll draw the line across as it is on that boundary in the book. You'll do the same for divergent and transform boundaries. Divergent boundaries you'll make purple, so you'll put a purple line there, and anywhere there is a double line for divergent boundaries, you will put that on there. So you'll know the Nazca plate, it has a line straight down from the North American plate. That is a transform boundary, so you'll take that plate and draw a purple line down it. Okay, and that'll go all the way down and around. And then lastly, your transform boundary, you're going to make green. So you'll put a line there for green, and you'll notice your transform boundary is just a single solid line. Okay, so a place where that boundary is is really small along the North American plate, which is right here. And it just goes basically along California and down into Mexico. So you'll take your line and draw a green down there. Now make sure you use marker so it shows up well. Okay. Notice your arrows too. Anytime your arrows are going away from each other, that is most likely a divergent boundary. When they're going towards each other, that is a convergent boundary. After you trace those lines and get all of that done, you'll use your book to answer the questions about plate tectonics. Okay, you'll talk about the motions of each boundary, okay, and what happens at each boundary. Okay, you can use your next pages in your book to talk about that, being that that's what we did in class yesterday. If you have any questions, you can rewatch this video. Hopefully you have good luck with that. Make sure you stay in your assigned seats and get your work completed. Have a great day and enjoy your weekend. See you on Monday.